How the did I let this waste man read me 2 times? Part 21. So I've somehow got this girl's number. I'm not going to tell any lies. I can't remember the exact story because it was 5 years ago, okay? So I'm on the phone to this girl. She sounds young. So I'm asking her, is it true you're 18? She said, yeah, she's 18 or whatever. So I'm like, so how did you two meet? Like, what's going on? So she said, one time he went to his cousin's house. He was the cousin who at the time I thought was nice. The one who I dropped my daughter to. She said that they met at her house. He was there one time and they met at her house. They was talking for a couple of months, she said, and she fell pregnant. He used to borrow her mum's car and stay at her mum's house with her. So I know where we're going with this from. He was staying at her mother's house or whatever. So the main parts of this, you guys need to hold a seat because you're going to need to brace yourself.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So she said to me, she's been seeing him for a while. So I said, okay, so I heard that you're pregnant. Are you pregnant? She said, she's still pregnant.
And where the blood clot is?
Not that, you know, I said that she should, I never once said to him, let this woman get rid of the baby or anything like that. But as to my knowledge, I was aware she got rid of the baby because that's what he told me. So I was kind of shocked, like, okay, so you're still pregnant or whatever. So she said, yeah, she's still pregnant. Then he's muchly been involved with her. He even give her a couple names to name the baby. Can anybody guess any of the names? He said, if it's a boy, she should call him Kingston. Kingston. Now at this point, I was not going to change my son's name. At the time I was fed up and I was thinking, you know what, that is a par. I need to change my son's name. I'm not calling him Kingston. But it was my dad's wish to have a grandchild by the name of Kingston. My dad comes from Jamaica, so my son has all rights to be called Kingston. And if you think that's a par, you think that's a disrespect, there's more. There's definitely more. So I'm pissed off at this point because he's playing 2 sides. He's lied about everything once again.
You lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God.
This young girl is thinking that, you know, me and her are in some kind of, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, because I would never ever be in no love triangle with nobody. I will make that a circle. Let's get this straight. I will make you and that man stay into that circle. There's no way in hell I'm ever going to compete for a man. You and him go in that circle off into the sunset together, because the triangle, the sides just, they decided to do their own thing. But anyway, she then said, yeah, he was saying she should be happy to have a baby by him because everybody in Dudley wants a baby by him. Not that I know, to my knowledge. But anyway, we moved. They're from the same place, so she knows more than me. She then went on to say, basically was telling her not to tell me nothing. And also, she's met my kids. Yeah. So she met my daughter at the time. Can you not remember what I said to you way back when we was meant to go on the date? And yeah, so the cousin was meant to have my daughter. She was inside the house whilst my daughter was in there, and they was looking after my daughter. Yeah, can you imagine, like, the rage and the anger? Now, At the time, I wanted to rip somebody's head off. I literally wanted to rip somebody's head off. I was just keeping my composure so that I could get to know more. Because like I said to you before, I'm a girl's girl. Come to me with all the information you need to come to me with, because I'm going to know what to do with that information, okay? So she told me she met my daughter. So a range of things went through my head. I thought to myself, I would never, ever, ever look after somebody's daughter who I'm like in relations with without meeting their mother or getting confirmation from the mother that it's okay that I should do so. So that says a lot about you. What that says to me about you is that you're an evil person, because you will do them things out of spite, knowing that you're playing the side chick and you want to just rub it. You want to rub salt into the wounds so that when it's your time to speak out, you feel like you did your big one. You feel like, yeah. But you never won. You didn't win, because all them years, the man disowned your child. But that's a different story. Like, as the story progresses, you're going to see what happens. So she said, yeah, she's had my daughter. She told my daughter's name. And I want to just go to Dudley and lick this girl's head off, really. But I had to think, like, if she's doing things like this, there's some kind of vendetta that this girl's got against you. There's some kind of weird obsession.
Y'all really are obsessed with me. It's too much.
With you, because there's no way in hell I am looking after somebody's daughter. Like, I don't want to know your kids unless it's that kind of relationship. I don't want to know your kids unless I've spoken to the mum respectfully. I'm a girl's girl. I would never ever disrespect somebody and have their child. Never ever do that. Even if it's for 5 seconds, don't bring your child around me. Don't even bring it in the same room unless me and that mum are okay with the child being there. So that said a lot to me. If you touch this girl, you're getting your ass locked up.
Y'all can't fuck with the police. Y'all can't fuck with the police.
And, you know, y'all can't fuck with the police. So there was no way in hell I was about to put my hand on this girl. And this took a lot of strength for me. It was a very hard time for me. Imagine I'm pregnant and I'm speaking to a juvie and she's telling me she's had my daughter. She knew about me and there was intimacy. He was staying at hers. He gave her the same name he said to me about my son, because he was adamant he wanted to call my son Kings, and that's when I knew she wasn't lying. So bare disrespect was going on, yeah, and I couldn't beat nobody up, and at the time I did. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to sit here and lie. I was raging. I wanted to do what I needed to do, but this is where I say my strength come into things. This is where, like, it was a character build. This was a character build moment, because knowing them things and you haven't done nothing to that person, you're not in jail right now, that says a lot. I could have easily done that, but it was harder for me not to, and that's when I learned my lesson. I've got my daughter to live for, and I'm a big woman, and I don't want to get in trouble and leave my daughter for no man or no girl that's got no self-respect for herself, like the two of them. So I had to work the options, and at the same time, I'm not going to lie, I felt sorry for her, because he was clearly denying her you to everybody. I don't know if it was cause, so I don't know if it was shame why he denied her so hard. He denied her, he talked about her mother, he disrespected her on the phone, in front of me, in front of the... Okay, let the story progress. So he disrespected her. So one of the times after that, remember, he was in prison. So, okay, so, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me okay, so when I spoke to her, I got what I needed to know. Guess who called? Lucas. So I told her to be quiet. So I'm asking him on the phone, I'm saying, oh, you made this girl have my ute now. Like, okay, you made someone have my ute. That's cool. You're not seeing her again. Yeah, he was in jail. And then I said, because I had his bank card and he had about, I think it was £800 on or so from his benefits he had on it. So he said I must keep that or send him a little bit. So when he called, I'm saying, oh, okay then, being as you want to deny this girl, this is me still being good. He gave her nothing. I think she was far gone. I can't remember, she was 7 months or so. She needed a pram or whatever. And then she was trying to give it the big end, like, oh, if you don't want to give me nothing, it's okay. I got this. I can do this on my own. But really, you know, it was burning her inside. Like,
Fire on the wall of them.
come on. No one wants to be a single parent. Yeah. But anyway, he's on the phone denying everything, tracing her off the phone, telling her to come off the phone. And if I give her any money, watch what's going to happen. All these things. Yeah, then she's on the phone saying it's okay, she don't need his money. He's cussing her off. Not that it made me feel any better, because I wanted to strangle somebody at this point. I'm not going to lie, this is my story. I'm not this person. If I was, I would have done it already. And I'm a changed woman. I don't even... You see, any negativity, I block it off from me now. I don't even argue with people anymore. But anyway, So them two are on the phone having their little back and forth, and then I've cut him off. I said, you know what? I'm doing this pregnancy on my own. I mean it. I don't want nothing to do with him. I blocked his number off the prison. I blocked him off my call, and I think I changed my number. I said to her, you know what? I'm going to give you the money. Yeah, I'm going to give you the money. And I meant it at the time. So I said to her, she can have this money, or I'll come and meet her with the money or whatever, and yeah, she can have the money to buy herself whatever she needs. And then I went home and I digested everything, and I said, you know what? This girl ain't getting she ain't getting a thing. You decided to lie down with the man, like what he said. She was old enough to lie down with the man. You decided to intersect a family home, so, you know, deal with it. It's not my problem. It ain't my problem. But what I'm going to do is going to keep my friends close and my enemies closer. So that's what I did. I stayed in contact with her, and we agreed when he comes out, we're going to get a DNA. And I was going to help him do the DNA, but we'll skip to that part. And yeah, I didn't contact him. I blocked him. I continued with my pregnancy by myself. I got my pushchair myself, every piece of baby clothing by myself. Formula, no, it was breastfed. I did everything alone. Everything alone. Like, I was worrying. I was thinking, who's going to be in the hospital room with me when I'm having the baby to look after, or who's going to look after my daughter whilst I have my baby. But, you know, I believe in, you see when your heart's good, God works things out for you. He had this friend around the area. He was like 2 doors away from me. He was a nice lad. He was a white man. He used to call me and check up on me all the time. He was like, you know what? You're such a strong woman. You're an inspiration to me and my wife. Like, he had my back. Like, anything I needed. If I needed him to go to the shop, if I felt sick, he would go to the shop. Even if it was 11 o'clock, he would go. He would do anything. Like, we called him Tommy because he used to act like Tommy from Power. So we called him Tommy. But Tommy, he had my back when I was pregnant, and we had a good friendship. His wife wasn't really... I don't see how it inspired her, because she weren't really friendly. I don't know what it was, but she wasn't. So yeah, I'm going to continue on this chapter. I just did a quick one because I'm going to watch a football match, but support me, guys. Support me. Drop a comment. What would you have done if he did this to you? I was left in my pregnancy on my own. I had to deal with all this drama. Like, let me know what you would have done. Like, or if you think I should have, oh, I don't.